Just like a friend of mine, he was working at Microsoft, and then it was getting very difficult for him. So he decided to leave. And he told me, I lost $100,000. I said, how come? He said, well, I had these stock options, but I had to stay there 5 years, and I left. And it's zero. So you see, all these things are enticements. Like before, there was feudalism, there was slavery, forced labor. Now, there's carrot and the stick. It's the same thing as slavery. It's the same thing as forced labor. It's the same thing as feudalism. But it's done in a more intellectual, psychological way. You know? And then there's the credit card. See, now the credit card, one time we asked our guru, Prabhupada, I said, what do you think of the credit card? He said, bank card, bankrupt. That was a summary. You have a bank card, right? Now, some of you definitely are responsible with credit cards, but there's a lot of people in this country that are not. You have to frankly tell the truth. Many people are not. And that bank card means bankrupt. Even after you're bankrupt, still the credit companies send you credit cards. They still send you credit cards. So that's another way. But see, that is what's called deficit spending. The United States started deficit spending in the 1930s. That's nothing new, but they figured out how to do it on a scale of every individual. So what is deficit spending? You borrow more money than you can pay back. But as long as you can pay the interest, they'll keep loaning you more money. So the United States now has more than $20 trillion in debt. Now, they can still pay the interest, but the day they can't pay the interest, then it becomes like Iceland and other countries like Cyprus. They went bankrupt. They couldn't pay the interest. So the international bankers foreclosed on them. You say. The same thing could happen in the United States. If they can't pay the interest, they'll get foreclosed on. So the same thing will happen to you. If you can't pay the interest for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, when you put your card in to get some cash out, the machine eats your card. You can't get it out again, you know. And they block your account, you see. That is called devastation for most people. Okay, so the steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the results of all activities to me. Whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor becomes entangled. So here are a lot of precious instructions how we become free of entanglement. Then Krishna also says, Vihaya kamam yasarvam pumam charati nispriha nirmama nirahankara sasanti madhikachati. In the second chapter, 71st verse, he explains that a person who gives up attachment to sense gratification. What is attachment to sense gratification? It's different things that are pleasing to our senses. Just like now, they have female and male robots. For what? For sense gratification, right? Because the female robot or the male robot doesn't talk back to you. They do whatever you say, etc. See? So this is the ultimate isolation or ultimate sense gratificatory gadget. Parents have to control their kids. So, therefore, people become more isolated. Just like there's this one Englishman, his wife gave him permission to get one of these dolls. It's not called a doll, but it's a robot, a female robot, so-called. And she gave him permission to get it. So then there was a story in the newspaper about how his life changed as soon as he got this robot. How did it change? He was dressing the robot, bathing the robot, buying presents for the robot, feeding the robot, taking the robot out in his car for a ride, going to the movies with the robot. Now, this man's crazy, right? It's completely crazy. But wait a minute. They're mass producing these robots now. This is a big business, just like they started marijuana in Washington State. Now it's a huge business. Now they've started these robots, and it's a huge business. So we see that there's something wrong. But what is it? Why would a person buy a robot like that? For sense gratification. And what does Krishna say in this verse? Vihaya kamam yasarvam. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification. That is, personal sense gratification. But according to 5.11, they dedicate their senses to pleasing Krishna's senses. They haven't given up the senses. They change the object of the senses. The object now is to please Krishna's senses. And how do you please Krishna's senses? Just like the women here, they make beautiful garlands every day for Krishna. So it's very pleasing for making them and for offering them. And then Krishna offers them back as his prasad, and we give those out to people. You know, and we give them out to the public also. I handed out very nice flowers that were offered to Krishna in our Compassion Festival this past Saturday. And people were happy. They got Krishna prasad, right? And we cook very nice things for Krishna, and then he tastes it and then offers it back as his prasad. And we distribute it to hundreds, thousands of people. Like Saturday, we distributed close to 1,000 plates of prasadam to not only homeless people, but many other people, right? So we don't deny the senses. We deny the selfishness and greediness purpose of using them, and we promote the unselfish devotional purpose of using the senses, that is to please Krishna's senses. So vihaya kamam yasarvam pumam charati nispraha, who becomes free, secondly, giving up attachment to sense gratification, who becomes free of all forms of material desires, but not all desires. They replace the material desires with spiritual desires. Just like we have a spiritual desire of distributing prasadam. So we spent about $100,000 to build the first free food truck in Seattle, probably on the entire west coast of the United States. The food trucks are very popular today. They're very popular today. You know, everyone's talking about, oh, there was 8 food trucks at the festival. You know, and they all had different types of cuisine. One was selling alligator meat, the other one was selling rat meat, and it was great, you know, really different and cultural. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're probably the only ones, maybe there's someone else, I don't know of them, that has the only free vegetarian prasadam food truck. And people say, free? What's wrong with the food? They think there's something wrong. You see right away, you know, why is it free? There must be something wrong with it. No, there's nothing wrong with it. We're doing this out of love. And I always say, we have a very generous congregation who want to help humanity, who want to give back. See, they have done all well, so now they want to give back. So, therefore, we have, therefore it says, free of all material desires, and who has given up all sense of proprietorship, and is devoid of false ego, he or she alone attains real peace. Sasantim adigachati. This is the 2nd chapter, 71st verse. So today we spoke about peace. We spoke about the Pakistani who murdered the Hindu politician. We talked about the female and male robots. We talked about the dushman becoming an enemy just by being born. We're not doing anything, just by being born in a certain family. So we see this message of peace, this let's call it a formula for attaining real peace, is essential for our life and for others. We should take it very seriously. Krishna has explained everything 5,000 years ago to Arjuna. We should take this book, Bhagavad Gita, very seriously, especially because it gives us the answer to all the questions and the answer to how to stop all suffering in life and how to obtain real peace and real love and share that with others. Therefore, this is the most important book. You learn just this one book, your life will be perfect. Just like I have met people, like when I was a young devotee in ISKCON, first time I went to India, on my way back from Vrindavan, I stopped off in Delhi, and I thought I would go to the market, the big market in Delhi. What is it called? Not the Bara Bazaar. That's in Chandi Chowk. Yeah, I went to Chandi Chowk, which is really a horrible place, and it's very crowded, and thousands of people, and there's a lot of traffic, and you pass that big mosque there, and they're slaughtering the animals, so you can smell the dead animals all over the place. But anyway, it's an interesting place, a cultural place. And when I was walking down the street, some Hindu gentleman stopped me. He said, "Hari Bol." I said, "Hari Bol." He said, "You're coming to my house to have prasad." I said, "What?" I said, "You're coming to my house to have prasad." I said, "I don't even know you." He said, "No, I know you." I said, "Where do you know me from?" "You're in ISKCON, no?" I said, "Yes, you're coming to my house." I said, "Okay." So I went with him to his house. This is a true story. And he was not a rich man, he was just a common worker. So we had to walk up 4 steps in an old building, and we get into his apartment, and it was not a big apartment. And he said, "You sit here." He said, "I'm going to take a bath. I'll come and open my deities, and then you do some kirtan. I'll cook the boga, and then I'll offer it to my Radha Raman deity. And then you do pravachan. After the kirtan and arti, you do pravachan. And then I serve you prasad." So he was using all these words. So I understood everything he said, right? Because I was trained already. This is the first time I went to India. So I said, fine. And I did exactly what he said. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. When he finished art, he sat down in front of me, and he said, "Please give a lecture from Bhagavad Gita." I said, "Sure." So I gave a lecture, and he bowed down to me. He said, "Thank you very much." And then he served the prasad. And after I finished eating, he asked me permission if he could eat. And he did. And then I realized that what Prabhupada had taught us was the original culture of India, without any doubt. I personally didn't know anything, but what Prabhupada taught us was perfect. That's Bhagavad Gita, and you can learn also. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Bol. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Bolo Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Bolo Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kiba Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba. Jana Vidata Vane Jagamana Loba. Gorangera Rotik Soba Jagajana Mana Loba. Rotik Soba Jagajana Mana Loba. Jagajana Mana Loba. Bolo Jagajana Mana Loba. Kibadaki Nitaya Chan Badmin Gadadara. Nikate Advaita Srini Vasachadradara. Chayo Jaya Gora Chande Soba. Bolo Jana Vidata Vane Jagamana Loba. Kibaboshi na Chingora Chande Arna Singasane. Arati Korena Brahma Adideva Gane. Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba. Jagamana Lobaja. Hibatara Hari Adi Kali Kamaradulaya Nara Hari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Kosa Adigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Kosa Adigaya Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba Navidadavane Jagamana Lobaja Navidadavane Kiba Shankar Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Bhaje Karadala Madhura Mitanga Bhaje Paramarasala Madhura Mitanga Bhaje Paramarasala Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba Jana Vitatavane Jagamana Loba Jana Vitatavane Jagamana Loba Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Bolo Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Baho Koti Chandra Jini Vatana Ujvala. Baho Koti Chandra Jini Vatana Ujvala. Gala Dese Mana Mala Kore Jala Mala Kala Dese Mana Mala Kore Jala Mala Kiba Shiva Sukhanarada Preme Gada Gada. Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gorada Sampada. Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gorada Sampada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Rama. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bola Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bola Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hey, Bola Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bola Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Goda Hari Bol, Nitai Goda Hari Bol, Nitai Goda. Nitai Goda Premanandi Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakacharasta Tarasatarashi Shri Srimad Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Chakaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktivinda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapura Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vestaya Bhuti Srimati Bhaktivinoda Swami Tari Guru Ramacharya Vishnu Bhakti. So next week we have our annual Shrad ceremony. And this is the Shrad period when we remember our loved ones that have passed. And one traditional thing that people do is donate a cow or donate for maintaining a cow. And today I have at least 2 people that called me up and said, Prabhu, I want to donate a cow. How much is it? I said, well, it depends which kind of cow you want. If you want a purebred Gujarati Gir cow, then it costs $6,000. $5,000 for the cow and $1,000 for the shipping. I said, if you want purebred Guernsey cow, the ones that we're milking and give the fantastic milk, and we will milk the Gir cows in the future, they're still young. It costs $3,000 plus $500 or $600 for the shipping. And I said, if you want to maintain the cow, well, you can give whatever you want. It costs about $60 to feed one cow for 1 month. $60 to $100, I'm sorry, to feed one cow for 1 month. And then also, next Sunday we will have a major Shrad ceremony. remembering our loved ones, beginning at 5 o'clock here in the temple with a fire sacrifice, and everyone is invited to remember your loved ones. So tonight we want to thank Sudhakar Devi Sethi.
Can I say something about him?
Nikhil. He has donated $4,500 for cow protection and $326 for the Sunday feast. Thank you very much. Sudhakar Devi Sethi.
So Sudhakar, can you come here? Sudhakar is one of the very good students of Bhagavad Gita. So he has been coming to the temple for a few years now, and I would like to basically introduce him to the community. He's so dedicated that he does service in Ananda Mela and every place. And during the Rath Yatra Janmashtami festival, we just said, okay, can you donate for a cow? He said, let me think about it. And then today he comes with a check 2 weeks later.
Unsung hero.
Unsung hero. That is Sudhakar. Haribol. It is for Nikhil's birthday. So today we have 3 birthdays. One is Akshara Gundimeda, one is Nikhil, and then there is a 3rd birthday. This is Tulsi. So 3 birthdays today.
So we want to thank tonight also Anand and Mamata. Anand and Mamata, they have donated $1,000. We want to thank Venkata Ramamurthy Chandaka and Madhuri Maji. They have donated $7,001 tonight. On the auspicious occasion of Tulsi's birthday, and it's for, Brajakripa Prabhu, I'm sorry, and his good wife. And it's for, what is it, Rath? Rath Yatra and, Oh yeah, it's just a donation toward building our own Rath cart, Rath Yatra cart. This is a good first step. It costs, I have to tell you how much it costs. It costs minimum $35,000 to build it. But this is a good first step. And we want to thank also Krishna Gundimeda and Prasanna Krove Vidi. They have donated $501 on the occasion of Akshara's birthday. Akshara Devi Dasi Ki Jai. And we also want to thank Raj Naren Kumar. He has donated for the feast tonight, and he's one of our Sunday sponsors. And our upcoming events, every Saturday we take out our free food truck to the University Heights Community Center, 50th University Way. We have Kirtan. We want to have more people helping us do Kirtan. It's very attractive, and it brings more people. From 5:30 to 8 p.m. every